Hello, darlings. Today I want to take you on a journey to a place where tradition and modern life blend in the most unexpected ways. A place that instantly challenges your assumptions about what it means to belong, to express yourself, and to honor your roots. Imagine stepping off a train in Edinburgh, a city of ancient stone, crowned by a castle perched on volcanic rock. The city's skyline is a dramatic silhouette, with spires and turrets rising above winding cobblestone streets. It feels like you've stepped into a storybook, where every corner whispers tales of centuries past. The air is crisp, tinged with the scent of rain and distant sea. The city feels alive with history, its buildings weathered but proud, its streets echoing with the footsteps of generations. Suddenly a man strides past, not in trousers but in a kilt, its tartan colors bright against the gray city. The fabric sways with each confident step, a bold splash of color in a world of stone and slate. Here, this is everyday life. Kilts aren't costumes, they're tradition. They're worn with a sense of ease and pride, as natural as a favorite pair of jeans might be elsewhere. Men of all ages wear them, grandfathers, fathers, sons, and friends. The kilt is a thread that ties generations together, a living symbol of heritage. There's a bagpiper on the corner, his music swirling through the chilly air, the notes as haunting as the landscape itself. Friends in kilts laugh and head to a pub, their camaraderie infectious, their attire a badge of shared identity. A father, kilted and proud, walks hand in hand with his child, passing on not just a tradition, but a sense of belonging. It's striking, and it challenges what you think you know about clothing and identity. The kilt is both familiar and foreign, a reminder that what's normal here might be extraordinary elsewhere. My first visit was a revelation. Seeing kilts in person is powerful. It's one thing to read about them or see them in films, but quite another to witness them woven into the fabric of daily life. The kilt is more than fabric. It's a statement of history and belonging. Each tartan tells a story, each pleat a nod to ancestry and clan. It's as much a part of Scotland as the misty lochs and rolling hills. The landscape and the kilt seem to belong to each other, both rugged and beautiful, shaped by time and tradition. These moments wake you up, making you see the world with new eyes. You realize how much culture is woven into the things people wear, and how clothing can be a living, breathing part of a nation's soul. The initial surprise turns to admiration for the craftsmanship and confidence. Watching a kilt being made, you see the care and skill that goes into every stitch, every fold. You start to appreciate the intricate tartans and the pride with which they're worn. Each pattern is unique, a visual signature of family and history. It's a lesson in culture, history, and fashion all at once. The kilt is a living artifact, connecting the present to the past in a way that's both personal and universal. In Scotland, men in kilts are not an exception. They're the rule. At festivals, parades, and even on ordinary days, the kilt is everywhere, a symbol of unity and pride. The kilt is woven into the very soul of the country. It's a living tradition, passed down and reinvented with each generation, always evolving but never forgotten. It's a visual reminder that normal is different everywhere. What's everyday here might be extraordinary somewhere else, and that's the beauty of travel. It opens your eyes to new ways of being. And that's what makes travel so magical. It's not just about seeing new places, but about discovering new perspectives, and realizing that the world is far richer and more surprising than you ever imagined. Where did the kilt come from? Its story is as rich as the tartan itself. The original great kilt was a large, practical garment for Highlanders, part cloak, part blanket, part skirt. It offered warmth, protection, and freedom of movement in the wild Scottish landscape. Each tartan pattern signified a clan, like wearing your family tree. Your tartan was your flag, your badge of honor. But after a failed rebellion in 1746, the British government banned kilts to suppress Highland culture. For nearly 40 years, wearing a kilt was illegal. Yet, tradition endured. When the ban lifted, the kilt returned stronger than ever. Today it stands as a symbol of Scottish pride and resilience. The kilt's journey is one of survival, identity, and unbreakable spirit. It's a garment with a story stitched into every fold. The kilt is a living symbol of Scottish identity, worn with quiet pride and a sense of belonging that runs deep. It's more than just a garment. It's a statement, a way to show the world where you come from and what you stand for. For many, it's not a costume, it's a connection to ancestors and country. Each time a kilt is wrapped around the waist, it's a tribute to generations past, a way to honor family roots and the land that shaped them. Weddings, graduations, sporting events, these are kilt moments marking life's milestones. The kilt is there for the happiest days, the proudest achievements, and the moments when community comes together to celebrate. A groom in a kilt carries his clan's legacy into a new chapter, blending tradition with hope for the future. The tartan he wears is a tapestry of family stories woven with love and loyalty. At rugby matches, stadiums become seas of tartan, uniting fans in national spirit. The roar of the crowd, the flash of colors. Each kilt is a badge of honor, a way to cheer not just for a team but for a shared heritage. This pride is passed down through generations. A grandfather buying his grandson his first kilt, just as his father did before him. It's a rite of passage, a moment that links the past to the present and ensures the tradition lives on. It's about memories and love woven into the fabric. Every thread tells a story, every pattern holds a memory, and every embrace in a kilt is a reminder of the bonds that tie families together. The kilt has become a global symbol, embraced by Scots and admirers worldwide. From the streets of Edinburgh to bustling cities across the globe, the kilt is worn with pride by people of all backgrounds, each finding their own meaning in its folds. At Highland Games from Canada to Australia, people of all backgrounds wear tartan with pride. These gatherings celebrate not just athleticism, but the enduring spirit of Scottish culture, uniting communities far from home. The kilt transcends borders, bringing people together. It's a bridge between cultures, a way to share stories and celebrate diversity while honoring a common heritage. It's a reminder that heritage is to be celebrated and worn with heads held high. In every parade, every gathering, the kilt stands as a symbol of resilience, pride, and unity. The kilt is more than clothing, it's a legacy. Each detail, from the sporran to the pin, carries meaning and history, making every kilt unique to its wearer. And it's a beautiful thing, a living tradition that continues to inspire pride, connection, and joy for generations to come. Every kilt tells a story if you listen. In a pub on the Royal Mile, I met Angus proudly wearing his family's Black Watch tartan. He wears it every Sunday, honoring generations before him. Angus shared a classic joke about what's worn under the kilt. Nothing is worn, everything's in perfect working order, showing the Scots blend of respect and humor. On the streets, young musicians wear modern kilts, pairing them with boots and t-shirts. For them, the kilt is comfort and cool, a way to express individuality and heritage. They're reclaiming tradition, making it their own. The kilt isn't a relic, it's alive, evolving with each generation. Culture adapts, and the kilt is proof. It's a living tradition, not just a museum piece, and that's what keeps it vibrant. Have you ever found yourself gazing at a kilt in a Scottish shop window, wondering what it would feel like to wear one? The thought might seem a little daunting at first, especially if you're not from Scotland. But the truth is, the Scots are incredibly welcoming to visitors who show genuine interest and respect for their traditions. In fact, many locals are delighted when travelers want to experience their culture firsthand. They'll greet you with a smile, eager to share stories and help you understand the significance behind the kilt. Across Scotland, you'll find shops that offer full Highland dress for hire. Renting a kilt isn't just about putting on a piece of clothing, it's about stepping into a living tradition. I can't recommend the experience enough. It's a unique way to connect with Scottish heritage. The first time you put on a kilt, you'll notice its weight and the way it drapes. There's a sense of ceremony to the process, almost like you're preparing for something important. It's not just about the look, it's about how it makes you feel. The fabric is sturdy, the pleats precise, and as you move you feel a surprising sense of freedom. There's history woven into every thread, and you can't help but imagine the generations who wore kilts before you. The full ensemble is more than just the kilt itself. It includes a sporran, a small pouch that hangs at the front, kilt hose that reach up to your knees, and a sgian-dubh, a small traditional knife tucked into your sock. There's also a jacket and a decorative pin to complete the look. Each accessory has its own story and purpose, adding to the sense of tradition. The shopkeeper will often explain the meaning behind each piece, making the experience even richer. Fastening the kilt and adjusting the accessories feels almost ceremonial, like you're taking part in a ritual that's been passed down for centuries. As you step outside, you might feel a bit self-conscious at first, especially if you're not used to wearing traditional dress. But that feeling quickly fades. Soon, you find yourself walking with a new sense of confidence. The breeze against your legs is refreshing, and you start to understand why the kilt is so practical for Scotland's ever-changing weather. Locals often smile or nod in approval, happy to see someone embracing their culture. It's a wonderful way to break the ice and start conversations. You'll find yourself sharing laughs and stories, becoming part of the fun and tradition that makes Scotland so special. The most important thing is to approach the experience with respect. The kilt isn't just a costume, it's a cherished symbol of Scottish identity. Listen to the shopkeeper, ask about the history of your chosen tartan and learn about the clan connections. When you wear the kilt with pride and understanding, you honor the culture and the people who share it with you. By showing genuine interest and care for the traditions, you move beyond being just a tourist. You become a respectful guest, welcomed into the heart of Scottish life, and you'll find that people are eager to share even more of their customs with you. This is what true cultural appreciation looks like, immersing yourself, learning and celebrating together. The memory of wearing a kilt, of being part of something bigger than yourself, will stay with you long after your journey ends. And that truly is the greatest gift travel can offer, a deeper connection to the world and its people. The kilt's versatility is one of Scotland's best surprises. It's not just for ceremonies, you'll see kilts everywhere from weddings to weekend errands. For formal events, men don the full Prince Charlie outfit, kilt, coatee, sporran and bow tie. But you'll also spot men mowing lawns or hiking in kilts, paired with boots and jackets. The kilt's practicality shines in the Highlands, comfortable, durable, and perfect for adventure. Younger generations are reinventing the kilt, styling it with leather jackets or t-shirts. Modern kilts come in denim and camouflage, proving tradition can evolve. The kilt adapts to any occasion, formal, casual, or fashion-forward. Its flexibility is the secret to its survival. The kilt honors the past while thriving in the present. It's a garment for all seasons, all reasons, and it's here to stay. Travel teaches us about ourselves, and the kilt challenges our ideas of culture and identity. In Scotland, men in kilts are the norm, not the exception. It makes us question why we have rules about who wears what. The kilt shows masculinity isn't defined by trousers, strength comes from within. It's a celebration of diversity and a reminder that there's no single way to be yourself. Traditions like the kilt enrich the tapestry of human culture. They invite us to see the world and ourselves with more open minds. Being a guest in Scotland means showing respect for kilt culture. Be curious, not critical. Ask about tartans and traditions, not what's under the kilt. Most Scots love sharing their stories if you approach with genuine interest. If you hire a kilt, treat it with care and wear it as advised. Don't treat it as a joke, it's a symbol of national pride. Embrace the experience fully and respectfully. Your positive attitude will open doors to authentic connections. Be open to new perspectives and traditions. Appreciate the kilt as a beautiful expression of identity. Respect makes every journey richer. The world is full of wonders, and Scotland's kilt is just one thread in the tapestry. We share these stories to celebrate our differences and bring us closer together. Join us as we explore new lands, meet fascinating people, and discover the world's diversity. Your support helps us keep the spirit of exploration alive. If these stories inspire you, become part of our community. Let's keep learning, exploring, and celebrating together. There are countless stories waiting for us. Thank you for joining the journey, darlings.